Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series Season 5. I am Bludgeon, coming to you tonight with a matchup in Division B East. We've got 1 + 1 = Pain going up against Beast Coast. We've got the standings up on the screen for you there in Division B. Currently 1 + 1 = Pain sitting in the number 2 spot. Beast Coast all the way down in 8th place, but not to worry, this season is far from over. It's about halfway through at this point. And if we look at the records, 1 + 1 = Pain has actually played one fewer matches than Beast Coast has. And so the records are really not that far apart when you look at the numbers. 5 wins, 3 losses for 1 + 1 = Pain. 5-5, on the other hand, for Beast Coast. So who knows how this particular match is going to go. That's the situation, and we've got some bans coming out already. We've got Johanna banned on the part of 1 + 1 = Pain. That's not too much of a shocker. I was taking a little quick look at some of the stats on these teams earlier on today. Beast Coast, let's just say they have a good record with Johanna. So 1 + 1 = Pain, obviously having done their research here and banning that right out. On the other side, Garrosh and Raynor banned out. I've been seeing a lot of Garrosh bans for sure, so it seems that even though he's not quite as ridiculous as he used to be with pulling people in, he's obviously still a champion that people, a hero that people don't want to deal with. Whitemane, the newest, fanciest, coolest new hero, 2 Heroes of the Storm, having been banned out over by 1 + 1 = Pain. I haven't had much of a chance to see Whitemane in any games yet. But just based on World of Warcraft, I really would like to see that happen. Anyway, we've got a support being first picked over on the other side, and it's Deckard. Deckard. Now, I went on a bit of a rant about this on my stream last night. Let's just say I don't feel the name Deckard is appropriate here. This guy demands more respect than that. Just calling him, hey, Deckard, what's up, pal? Doesn't work for me. I may call him Mr. Kane. I may call him Dexy. We'll see how it goes. Oh, 1 + 1 = Pain having picked Stukov and Genji, which is interesting because they've both picked my favorite champion and my least favorite champion in Stukov and Genji. I'll let you figure out which is which. All right, so the standings, we've had our look at them. I'll get those out of our way right now. Yes, I'd like to remove them. All right. Azmodan and Artanis coming out here, so it's the alphabet strategy. We've got double A's and a D versus S and G. So just based on alphabetical order alone, I'd say that Beast Coast certainly has the advantage right here. 1 + 1 = Pain. They're going to have to start looking into, who else starts with A in this game? That's a game for the viewers. Tell me at home. Tell me in the chat. Who can be the first to type in some names that start with A in the chat room? That'll be the little game that we play here on twitch.tv/bludgeon. That's just the kind of fun we have. All right, the next ban phase is coming in, and the 1 + 1 = Pain wants to deny the Protoss team-up potential over on the side of Beast Coast, banning out Phoenix, which is an F character. Wow, so they've noticed the alphabet strategy. They're trying to ban things early on. Dahaka being banned out over by Beast Coast. All right, so the teams are starting to shape up a little bit. We finally have our front line revealed for 1 + 1 = Pain, and it's Muradin. Now, while Beast Coast is selecting their final heroes, let me give you a little bit of info on how the map selection worked for this match. So we had the coin flip, and 1 + 1 = Pain won the flip, decided to go for map pick. So Volskaya Foundry was chosen by 1 + 1 = Pain. So this is what we're going to play here in game number 1. Beast Coast has selected Infernal Shrines, so that will be what we go to for game number 2. It's always interesting to know which team picked which map, because I have noticed that can definitely influence who wins those maps. It shouldn't come as that big of a surprise that, the people who pick their maps tend to win their maps. Blaze and Gul'dan coming out. All right. These are going to be some interesting teams. We've got a lot of long-range action going up. Kael'thas versus Gul'dan. That's a really cool, nice World of Warcraft wizard, mage, warlock kind of magic, fire from afar, evil matchup. And, all right, the game is about to happen here. We're going to go into a loading screen, and that's what's about to happen here. Over in the chat, keep in mind, I'm on a 2-minute delay here. And so, unfortunately, we have an awkward means of communicating, the chat and I. Now, sometimes I will type in the chat, and that will seem weird because I'll be typing at the same time that I'm speaking. And it's not that I'm that talented and multi-brained. It's, in fact, a temporal asynchronicity. Now, Abathur, the scapegoat, you are the winner. Of course, Abathur. Of course. A, B. That's great. That's probably the best one you can come up with. Nobody else even tried. So the scapegoat, you have won. What have our great listeners won today, Albert? Let me ask you. What do you have idea for a prize? Hello? Wake up. No, Albert. I'm not... Even if I could, I wouldn't give that away. Okay. The game is on. So, let's take a look at the players. Over on the side of 1+1 = Pain, it's Masterfish playing Stukov. Oh, I love that police cruiser and the outfit. That's a good combo. That looks sweet. We've got Whoomphy playing Kael'thas. Oh, they've got synchronized mounts. That is fantastic. Chanman on Blaze. Egg Rolls 1, 2, 3 on Genji. And Tempest playing Muradin. Meanwhile, over on the side of Beast Coast, Lothrian is playing Gul'dan. We've got Monkus on Artanis. Cavil at Rest playing Diablo. Mig on Asmodan. And Supergoat playing Uncle Decky. Stay a while and listen. I was working on that impression last night. I don't know if it's getting better, worse. Let the viewers judge. Monkus getting very aggressive with the switch onto Tempest, but it is Muradin. Here comes the triangle of Stunnage. Not going to grab anyone. Everyone looks like they're going to walk away from that encounter with just a little bit of adrenaline pumping through their veins, but no serious injuries. The split is happening now, as most of the numbers do seem to be heading up to the top lane. Kael'thas, the man in the middle, and down in the bottom we've got Chanman versus Monkus. The scapegoat says Gul'dan into Genji is bold. You know what? You know what they say about fortune and bold? Cavil at Rest taking a bit of damage there on Diablo, but not too concerned about it. Grabbing up some potions in midair. It's kind of funny you can just throw a potion at someone. Like, does it just smash on their skin like a cheap water balloon and then, you know, the skin absorbs the healing energy? Is that how that works? Somebody tell me in the chat how exactly that works. Cavil at Rest getting a nice slam. But again, it's all onto Tempest on this Muradin, who does not seem the least bit worried about it. Again, we see Tempest going very bold into the enemy team. Just no cares in the world. Lothrian manages to land a couple of corruptions there. As we see, the Echoed Corruption is starting to stack up 11 out of 40. We can watch that progress throughout the game. Mig and Lothrian just walking right through Tempest there. Tempest now a little bit surrounded, but once again, I really just don't feel that Muradin is in much danger here. And that hands out. Everyone seems to know, but yeah, you might as well swing at him and, you know, give him a bruise or something, just to at least make him feel a bit bad about it. Cavalas going to try again, putting it in the middle of the enemy team. The stun is going to, sorry, the root is going to catch Masterfish there, but Tempest manages to leap out of it.
Prepare to begin field testing.
Prepare to begin field testing. All right, control point will unlock in 18 seconds. I'm not going to do a Russian accent for this whole cast, but I won't apologize for doing it occasionally. All right. Here we go. It's contested, 0% to 0%. How is this going to go? Level 6 to level 5 at the moment in favor of 1+1 equals pain. Level 6 going to come up pretty soon for Beast Coast. Murden gets stunned. Tempest going in now. Diablo is in the middle of the enemy team. He's getting silenced, and his health bar is going quite low. Cavalry Rest trying to make it out of there. Lothrian putting some nice supporting damage down, pushing away 1+1 equals pain. Tempest now going for a one-on-one versus Artanis. Monkus getting out of there. Supergoat still full health. This Deckard is a workhorse. Ha! Look at the Beast Coast sprays! I love it. That is the way to play in the Nexus Gaming series, my friends. If we look at the numbers, though, this is ticking up very quickly on the side of 1+1 equals pain. They managed to get it up to 56%, though, even though it really seemed as though Beast Coast were mostly controlling it. Finally, they're starting to stack it up now. Genji splitting up top, getting some soak. Goofy and Masterfish just kind of hanging out by their little place up here. Potions starting to stack up. Here we go. Oh, Monk is riding the escalator pad right into the middle of things. Misses on the abilities. A lot of people getting CC'd. Damage just flying out of these magical mages. Monk is very, very deep, going straight after Woomfy, but he gets just collapsed upon by the rest of 1+1 equals pain, and that is First Blood Artanis going down. A lot of low health bars. Mega Root. Everybody getting low now. Eggroll going right into the back of Beast Coast protected. That Genji showing why that character is so hated among Heroes of the Storm players. Everyone kind of backing away now, and I don't think any more kills are going to happen, but it does look like 1+1 equals pain is going to collect this first robot. All right, taking a look at the chat there for a minute, but getting back into the action. They do manage to actually contest this thing. East Coast not wanting to give it away. It's overtime. 99%, 99%. Murden back into the back lines once again, but it is in fact Monkus getting very, very low here, and Artanis goes down once again. Next up is going to be the Diablo Cavalry Rest, getting taken down very hard. Lothrian not going to make it out. Supergoat trying to run for his little life. Uncle Decky does get away. Asmodan going to survive as well. Very low health bars on the side of 1+1 equals pain, but they come out way ahead in that team fight. Welcome everybody to the chat. We're going to have some fun here tonight on Bludgeon TV. Nexus Gaming Series Season 5 continuing tonight with Division B East. Mr. Robot going straight up into the top of the station. Egg rolls, hanging out. Meanwhile, oh boy, Tempest, right, getting some turret shots there, but pretty uncaring once again. Blaze by himself in the bottom. This is going to bring 1+1 equals pain up to level 10 very shortly. Meanwhile, Beast Coast still sitting on level 8. What will they do with their level 10 advantage while they have it? Boom, there it is. Tempest kind of just playing with his food here. Well, not that he's going to be able to eat it.
Our technician will analyze its combat data.
Our technician will analyze the combat data. Nah. Lost it towards the end there a little bit on data, I think. All right, we've got heroic abilities already picked. What is it going to be? Avatar for Muradin. Bunker drop for Blaze. Stukov going with Massive Shove. Genji taking the X Strike. And Kael'thas with Phoenix. Level 10 about to come up for Beast Coast. Now look, even though it's level 11 now, even though the first robot was taken by 1+1 equals pain, you know, it's still pretty early here. Level 10 about to be picked up by Beast Coast. Only a couple little structures gone. Could still go either way. Let's remember, 1+1 equals pain has selected Volskaya Foundry, and so they want to show that they have a reason for doing so. And they definitely, you know, don't want to give it up, risking getting dominated if Beast Coast can win the map that they have chosen. Taking a look at the stacks in this game, 30 stacks right now in Echo Corruption. Asmodan sitting on 221 over there. And so things are going nicely. Kael'thas unfortunately did not go for the convection. Getting zoned out and stunned. Just thrown around by Cavalry at rest. Woomphy gets killed. Finally, a kill on the board for Beast Coast. Can they push it even further? They're going to do a bit more damage. Here comes Egg Rolls to defend. And a bit of a collapse here from 1+1 = Pain. Tempest just walking through the enemy team, kind of daring Cavalry at rest to waste his time on him. And it does look like Beast Coast is going to walk away. Gotta feel good, though, to get at least one on the board. 4-1 in kills right now, level 12 to level 11. A lot of the action is here in this top lane. Tempest flanking around, going on to the Asmodan by himself, and just going to walk away. It's quite amazing, really, how much this Muradin can just kind of do whatever he wants. Look at this. Keymae complaining that this is a bit too slow. Yeah, it's all right. Sometimes you need the calm before the storm. Top lane access terminal coming online. Oh! I looked away for a second. Gul'dan get wrecked. 5-1. All right. Tempest getting thrown around once again. All in the middle of the enemy team. Sorry I missed that kill, viewers. I looked away for the screen for a moment. You know what I mean? This is what happens with these noob amateur casters. Where's the professionalism? Who hired this guy? Sad Cloud. All right. Protector getting charged up right now. Boop, 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 boop. Beast Coast, oh, God. Goodness, I love Stukov. Masterfish takes a lot of damage for that. I'm not sure what that really accomplished, but I really do love that move. I gotta say, the coordinated mount and color scheme here for 1+1 = Pain, I really appreciate it. I like some flair from my players. Beast Coast, I haven't looked at your mounts too carefully. I've got a couple of clouds. Anyway, it's a team fight. Monkus getting right into the middle of the action, just attacking the bunker. Unfortunately, Genji has taken down the Gul'dan. I say unfortunately because I wouldn't want to get taken down by a Genji. Monkus now in the back line, getting teamed up by Woofy and Masterfish. In the meantime, Decker got taken down. Diablo is the next to fall. Mig looking to be the only survivor of that bloodbath. 1+1 = Pain taking control, getting the Protector, and about to push on ahead with a 2-level lead at this point. All right, so, yeah, things are looking a little bit grim for Beast Coast, but things are looking fantastic for 1+1 = Pain. We've got Stukov and Muradin piloting this Gladiator Protector robot monster, and they're just taking down structures left and right, advancing their position, closing the vice grips, closing the noose, whatever the metaphor is there, on Beast Coast. Beast Coast now kind of just trying to hold the line, staying within their quarters, except Asmodan gets caught out in the back, spinning around on the shopping mall airport sidewalk thing, and unfortunately getting taken down. The terror happens there, but in fact it's going to be Beast Coast going to have to walk away. Monk is trying to get that kill. Egg Rolls just turns around at the last second, changes his mind. Egg Rolls walks away, and Diablo is the one to drop. Now, luckily, depending on how you look at it, Diablo did have that the souls all the way stacked, so he's back already. But while he's resurrecting, Beast Coast is getting picked off, and Artanis goes down as well. Offensive mercenary capture here by 1+1 = Pain, taking advantage of their control on the map to just dominate the territory, getting blue dots all over that mini-map as yet another structure getting extremely low here. Beast Coast not overextending. They know the position they're in. They realize that they really cannot face up to Beast Coast right now, so they're just going to try to hold on, defend what structures they have, bide their time, try to let Diablo at least stack up some more souls, although he's likely to get into team fight before he gets back to 100. Look at this. Look at this. And the trap is sprung. Cavalry Rest gets wrecked immediately as that was a serious bait there, or trap, I suppose. Tempest now going forward. Are they going to get any more kills off this? Lothrian getting behind the wall. Looks like it is only going to be a kill onto Diablo, but still, why not take it when you can get it? Nice little trap on the part of 1+1 = pain. Well, it looks like, oh, that was a really nice terror. Monk is trying to do something before he goes down. We've got the Artanis Heroic being used, but he does die. Egg roll. Oh! That was an incredible slam dunk by Azmodan, getting that kill. 4v4 right now. Health bars are low on 1+1 = pain. Beast Coast wants to do this. They really want to get one more kill if they can, but I don't know if they can pull it off. Cavalry Rest is going for it. Going to get stunned up. It is the Muradin who has seemed almost invulnerable in this game. Lightning Breath. Going to tickle him as he goes away. They're going to mount up. Are they going to go for the chase? Looks like no. That's going to be about it. However, 1+1 = pain really has the upper hand in this game. Level 18, almost level 19 now. Level 16 for Beast Coast. Beast Coast managing to hold on there. That could have been it if that had gone just a little bit differently. But they managed to get a 1-for-1 trade. And they do push 1+1 = pain away. Control point coming up soon. Now, crucially for Beast Coast, 1+1 = pain did not actually manage to get that fort. And so the pressure is not pouring into their base right now in that top lane. That is a big deal as far as Beast Coast having a chance to come back here, but 1+1 = pain really wanted to get that thing. Now, even without it, they still definitely have the advantage, both in power, in experience, and in map control. They've got mercenaries pushing in the top lane. While they don't have catapults to back that up, that is still definitely a concern. And that is on the opposite side of the map as the objective. Beast Coast trying to get in there right now. Terrify is used, but kind of to no effect there as Tempest just walks away yet again. 1+1 = pain, just kind of walking away, not really in a rush to get that protector. Woofy going to just push mid by himself? No, going to go down and join the team. They're going to trust their mercenaries to take care of that top fort by the looks of things. Beast Coast here, all of them are here. All of 1+1 = pain about to arrive, and here goes everything. Wow. Tempest in the middle of the action. Look at the health bars melt on Beast Coast. Kael'thas just putting out the damage. Genji cleaning everybody up. Even Muradin gets a kill. And that is a complete wipeout. 1+1 = pain closes their fist around the neck of Beast Coast, and they are going to walk towards victory. 30 seconds plus on all the members of Beast Coast. I think this should be enough, but they're definitely going to go up into the top lane, walk through that little fort that only has a titch of health left on it. Tempest jumps on it, putting the flag up for himself and for his team. And they're straight onto the core. Nice tanking done by the little mobile turret. The minions are spawning. Beast Coast coming up in a few seconds. Azmodan is going to be first onto the scene. Is there a hope? Can they do it? No. Masterfish pushes him back into the base. And a nice ending to a very strong game on the part of 1+1 = pain. All right, our next game will be coming up very shortly. That is going to take place on Infernal Shrines. So, stay tuned. We're going to put the stream on a little bit of a pause as I get that all set up. Grab yourself a drink and meet us back here in a few minutes for game number 2 of 1+1 = pain versus Beast Coast. And we're back. It's NGS, the Nexus Gaming Series, Season 5, and I am Bludgeon. If you're just joining us, this is game number 2 in a match between the currently second place team in Division B East, and that is 1+1 equals Pain, versus, I believe, the currently 8th place team in Beast Coast, but once again, the standings right now are very tight. So it's a large gap in terms of ranking, but not really that large a gap in terms of win records. However, the gap is growing with 1+1 equals Pain taking the first game on Volskaya Foundry, which was their map choice. Beast Coast now going to have a chance to come back on their own map, which is Infernal Shrines. Welcome, everyone, to the stream, to the game, to the chat. Feel free to speak up. Let me know what you're thinking about the game. I will periodically look over and see what's happening, but do keep in mind we are on a 2-minute delay. So you might type the coolest thing ever, say hi to me, and I might ignore you for a while. Or you may be trying to help me with something. Maybe I can't forget it. I can't remember a key binding, and you're like, Bludgeon, just use tab to change the chat channel. That happened to me last night. And you know what? I'm not going to see it for a while, but don't let that stop you. I will eventually see it and shout it out. All right. It's Bludgeon TV. Now, one of the things that's cool about Bludgeon TV, and I'm calling it that because that's what my Twitch link used to be, and guess what? I'm trapped in this TV. people think this is some kind of stylistic choice. It's not. It is a soul prison, okay? I can't get out of it, and that's just how it is. Now, one of my co-casters sometimes is here, and I usually don't really let him speak on stream for various reasons, but I'm feeling a bit bad. I was away for almost a year, and he's been kind of cooped up down in this basement all by himself with nobody to talk to. So I'm going to let him come on the stream and just say hello for a bit. All right. Please welcome to the stream my good friend, Albert. Albert, how's it going, man?
Yeah. Hi, how you guys doing? I really missed you guys. I was trapped down in this basement by myself and nothing to do. I couldn't even talk to you motherfuckers and everything. I missed...
Hey, Albert. Remember what we talked about. I'm going to give you a bit of leeway here. You know, I understand you're upset, but, like, we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that on this stream. All this yelling, okay? I'll give you another chance later. Sorry about that. That was Albert. He gets a little carried away. Now, let's take a look at this draft for a moment. Johanna banned out yet again against Beast Coast. Deckard not being allowed either in the first pick of the white main. So targeting the kind of the two big supports that people tend to be talking about these days in Uncle Decky and white main. White main is going to join the game here. Paired up with Diablo and Raynor so far. Raynor was banned against 1+1 = Pain in game number 1. Beast Coast opting to switch it to ban out the Genji instead. Interesting that they have taken the Kael'thas away from 1+1 = Pain or for themselves. Obviously, we saw a couple of really nice kind of combos where Kael'thas just did a whole lot of hurt on to Beast Coast. Ragnaros is going to be here. So you got two of the kind of main bosses of the Blizzard franchises up against one another here. Diablo, obviously, for the Diablo series, and Ragnaros for World of Warcraft. You might say, well, you know, there's bigger villains than Ragnaros, and there aren't really any bigger villains than Diablo. But, you know, I think for World of Warcraft's kind of iconic phase, Ragnaros really was, you know, the big bad. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up against each other. But it's cool, you know, if you think about their implementations in Heroes of the Storm, they really are in very different directions. Ragnaros mostly not being quite as tanky as he obviously was at the end of Molten Core, but, you know, he does have that thing where he can take over the buildings once in a while. All right, we're going to see Zagara and Muradin come out. Now, this is interesting. Now, to anybody watching, some of you know this, some of you may not. I have a little bit of inside knowledge when it comes to Beast Coast. I'm a bit familiar with some of their players, and I believe that they are coached by someone I know who named Milk Ducks. I don't know if I'm revealing any secrets anyone, but just a shout out. And I know that he loves Zagara, and so I'll be interested to see how Beast Coast uses Zagara, potentially getting advice from someone who I know has played a lot of it and really loves that champion. Stukov also being switched over, so it's interesting to see how a lot of the champions have bounced back and forth between these two teams. The heavy support attention in the pick and ban phase there against Beast Coast eventually opting to go with Stukov. Now I imagine they would have preferred to have Uncle Decky or Whitemane, but they got what they got. And you know what? Stukov is a pretty great support on a map like this. You can really zone out those Guardian shrines and just even DPS the Guardians themselves while you're doing it. So it's going to be exciting to see how this all plays out. We're going to go into the game right now. My little soul prison is going to fade out, so I will see you after this game. Game number 2 is now underway. Over on the side of... Let's switch it to the other side this time first. So we've got Monkus playing Ragnaros. We've got Lothrian on the awesome robotic Kael'thas. Cavalry playing Muradin, not wanting to show that only 1+1 = Pain knows how to use that champion. Supergoat on Stukov, and Mig playing Zagara. Over on the side of 1+1 = Pain, it's Chan Man. Oh yeah, Chan Man on URL. Down over here, we got Masterfish on Whitemane, Woofy on Raynor, Egg Rolls 1, 2, 3, playing that awesome. Is that Jaina? Man, that looks amazing. And Tempest going to be on Diablo this time. So the tank players having swapped over. Tempest taking the Diablo away from Cavalier at rest, taking the Muradin in return. So really interesting kind of mirrors to take a look at here. See how these teams can use each other's champions, so to speak. Kime, rag him and zag him. All right, all the action currently right now happening in the bottom lane. Now, I use the term action somewhat loosely. Mig setting up the creep. All right, what's happening mid lane? Monk is taking a lot of damage there as the Ragnaros, but looks like that's going to be an escape. Man doing a decent job kind of managing that creep. You know, we saw before Mig had some spread over here, but that's been taken away. Players definitely aware that that's something they can, you know, take away if they have the opportunity. Remove the vision, remove the bonuses. Tanks slapping at each other. That was funny to see Cigar get slammed on the wall there. This is the kind of commentary you're going to get at Bludgeon. You're going to get me to laugh at somebody getting slammed against the wall. It's very high level. You know, this is the kind of thing that the professionals are talking about. But look, if you want serious, no-nonsense content, you don't come to the guy with the talking treasure troll. So, Cavalier at rest, taking a bit of deeps, going to walk away. Shrines are going to be coming up soon, and it's going to be down towards this bottom area. As we can see, the blue health bars are rolling in there. Monkus getting a bit of a beatdown once again. Team supports him to get away, but it's a pretty big chunk of damage. Luckily, the healing virus from Stukov managed to make that work. It's a very strange concept. Mig spreading that creep all around that top shrine, wanting to keep complete control of that vision. Chanman getting a little bit of damage onto Mig in return, but I don't think Mig is going to be in too much danger. Still, that was a bit closer than I thought it was going to be. All right, the little skeleton men are getting collected by the various heroes here. It's 15 to 8 at the moment in favor of the East Coast. Rupee just hiding out in that top bit. Cavalier is going to chase him away. Monk is now getting a bit of damage on. Nice stun immediately onto Tempest, followed up by the Kael'thas. Oh boy, Lothrian gets killed by the Diablo. Tempest showing him what that champion can do when it's on the other team. And with that kill, they're going to take control of the skeleton men and just start harvesting their poor little bodies. Looks like East Coast wants to put up some kind of a fight here, but they're not going to be able to stop it, so they eventually just kind of walk away. Meanwhile, up in the top, Mig getting very low on Zagara. Chanman really wants to grab that kill, but Mig does not want to just walk away. So clears out the minions. Look at all of that creep. Ragnaros activating Molten Core down in the bottom there. Trying to get some damage onto this Punisher. Oh! Taking a look at the talent. Sorry, I had that screen down for a bit. It is level 7 to level 7. Level 8 going to be picked up by 1+1 equals pain in just a moment. Chanman really wants to get a kill on this Zagara, but it's just not happening. However, definitely dominance is being asserted up there. However, Mig just kind of needs to hold on, and she's doing a good job of that. I'm using she just because Zagara is female. Here we go, down in the bottom. We've got Diablo silenced burning. But Whitemane just kind of fixes all of that. Wolfie up in the middle lane, just kind of doing his best to shoot these poor little guys. What did they ever do to anyone? I mean, I guess they're demons. Maybe they're torturing people's souls or something. So far, 1+1 = pain, continuing their trend of being kind of in control of the action. Through the start of this second game. They're going to hit level 10 first by the looks of things, although it's not that far. Ooh! Mig just really very bold at very low health here. Feels pretty safe behind the walls. In the bottom, we've got a bit of a fight breaking out as a nice Kael'thas stun into another stun goes on to Diablo. But again, Tempest is just so tanky in this match. Masterfish getting bounced up a little bit. Kael'thas not managing to get too much damage. The silence goes down. The unstoppable happens. And everybody walks away. Meanwhile, Mig is still here. All right, level 10 has been picked up by 1+1 = pain. We've got Lightning Breath for Diablo, Scarlet Aegis on Whitemane, Hyperion for Raynor, Ardent Defender for Yrel. But meanwhile, look at the action here. Lothrian getting wrecked by Diablo. The Lightning Breath doing a lot of work in that fight, burning at least 3 members worth of health here, or, you know, a third of 3 people's health. Kavalar S now getting stunned by the Diablo. He goes down. Molten Core is activated. Ragnaros is going to try to do what he can, but it's just not enough at this point. Munkus is also going to be in trouble now, as 1+1 = pain doesn't want him to escape, but he does. Level 11 to level 9. Level 10 finally going to be picked up here. Reading the chat, the escape code. I love that one, buddy. I was joking about the healing virus a couple minutes ago, and the escape code says if there's a good cholesterol, we can have a healing bacteriophage. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I like the sound of it. I want to go to my pharmacy and ask my pharmacist for a bottle of the best bacteriophage he's got. All right, the Skeleton Men are being harvested right now by Beast Coast as this shrine is active. The level 10 having been picked up, this makes this team fight a lot more manageable for Beast Coast if they want to make it happen. Super Goat probably going to look for a nice silence, but instead it's that Lightning Breath once again, burning down 2 people. Ragnaros and Kael'thas are down. Super Goat next to go, and Kavalar S is going to just try to get out. They're sort of going to have to try to get out, but it's not going to work. And that is a lot of death over on the side of Beast Coast. 1+1 = pain. Dishing out that pain in a lot of helpings. Very generous with that. Skeleton Men going to be picked up here without any issues as the team divides to collect as many of the resources from the map as they can while they have this opportunity. Chanman finally has this lane to herself. And here comes the Punisher. Mortar Punisher. That thing is pretty scary looking. Down in the bottom lane, Mig doing this mercenary camp while there's, you know, a bit of an opportunity to do so. Kind of interesting, having taken the Unitas network. This is the kind of thing that Zagara is really good at. Meanwhile, the Punisher, though, going straight into the mid lane. Munkus trying to defend here, activating the Molten Core, activating the Lava Wave. Looks like Chanman might be in a bit of trouble, but not really, as a lot of that damage ended up just getting absorbed. Now they're going in onto Kavalar S. Kavalar S does not want to escape, but it looks like it is going to be a kill. Raynor picking that one up. Lothrian just barely gets away alive. Now, 1+1 = pain is wrecking the base of Beast Coast. It's not going to be the end, but that is a really big swing in the game. Mid-fort now down. Yes, Zagara got these mercenaries, but they're not going to get all that much done. Diablo, Raynor, Masterfish here already on their way to clean that up, and it's not even going to be a turret. Unfortunately for Beast Coast, 1+1 equals pain here, looking to possibly pick up a domination in this match. Mig back up in the top lane now. We'll see whether the Nidus network can be used to kind of try to claw back some space in this game. It's the kind of thing where if done well and if the opportunity is there, you can really keep people on the back foot by exerting pressure in multiple lanes. However, right now it's going to be everything that Beast Coast can do just to kind of hang on in this game is a huge advantage currently in favor of 1+1 equals pain. They've got a big level lead. It's going to be 16-13 pretty soon. They've got already that middle fort taken down. And they're cleaning up the map as far as the mercenaries go. Looks like a fight's breaking out down here. Caval at rest, in a bit of danger, but not really. The Phoenix is put down. And that fight is just going to disengage. Raynor sending the ship in, bombarding this, and it's going to be a very, very sticky situation here. Lightning Breath coming out. Probably not going to get quite as much mileage out of this one as in the ones previous, but look at that. Nice kind of catch onto Woomfy in the back. Raynor very deep there, and it is going to be a kill. Ragnaros getting a nice triple stun there. This could be the chance that Beast Coast has been looking for. Well, maybe they'll get a kill onto the Diablo here. Caval at rest certainly trying to allow that happen. Jumping over, getting some stuns, but they're almost back at their base. Nice stun on the part of Kael'thas. And another one happens, but I do think that that's going to be it. 1+1 equals pain does manage to get away. Beast Coast with a nice little kind of fight back here. They do not want to get dominated here. They want to come back on the map that they chose. Top shrine going to become active in 15 seconds or so. So, state of the action here, it definitely is in the favor of 1+1 equals pain. Having catapults pushing for you to mid lane while this kind of objective is active is such a big advantage. Mercenary is going to be pushing back in that middle lane. That will counteract the pressure a little bit. Here comes 4 people from Beast Coast, but there are 5 up in the top here for 1+1 equals pain. I don't really think they can do much about this. Looks like Tempest is going to try to get the initiation, gets a lot of CC onto the Ragnaros, straight into the Lightning Breath, and that is going to be Munkus evaporating Super Goat. Going to be the next to fall as Champman jumps in. Tempest gets that final shoulder slam right into Stukov's head. That's 2 dead. It's a 5v3 in the top lane. Lothrian putting down some nice damage, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Although, 1+1 equals pain deciding to just kind of split back, make sure they collect the rest of those little skeletonies, as Mig tries to just do something here and at least get some mercenaries pushing. They do not want to give up another kill up in here in this top lane, but it looks like it might happen as Caval at rest is getting CC'd like crazy. The Avatar has become active. He's going to try to go down around the bottom and sneak away. Nice leap over that wall, and it looks like Caval at rest will escape here. But look at this. Arcane Punisher coming in. 5 members up on the part of 1+1 equals pain. Pushing into the base. Nice double stun from the Punisher. Lothrian now getting manhandled by Diablo, but a nice counter stun from Munkus lets his teammates escape. Really well done there by Beast Coast. The Ragnaros Molten Core has evaporated now. The Phoenix just kind of damaging the Punisher, but Champman going deep after Kael'thas. Lothrian having to just kind of run. Manages to get away, but now the team is split. Mig down to the bottom. Super One Caval at rest in the middle of the enemy team. Down goes the Stukov. Muradin going to try to get away. Lothrian trying to protect his team member. Manages to do so. Champman going deep now into enemy territory. No fear whatsoever. 1v3 so deep. Punisher finally drops down, and it looks like that might be the end of the action, or no. Will they finally be able to get that sweet kill onto Champman that surely at least Mig has been dying for all game? Looks like they will. All right. Whew. That was intense. Albert, was that intense or what?
Yeah, man, that was super fucking intense. I can hardly handle it.
All right. You know what? I believe it, man. That was super intense. Now, level 20 is about to come up for 1 + 1 = pain, and Beast Coast is still really nowhere near that. So this is going to be a very dangerous part of the game. Beast Coast down to only 1 fort at this point. They've got catapults pushing in 2 lanes for the rest of this game. Zagara is going to have a hard time matching that pressure with the Nidus network here. If they can stall it out, if they can get to 20, that's what they want to do. But, you know, look at this. It's not going to happen when you've got Lothrian getting caught by Diablo. All right. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was for Lothrian. Interesting here that 1 + 1 = pain is not grouping up to take advantage of their level 20. They're allowing themselves to get outnumbered by Beast Coast. Cavalry Rest is going deep, but maybe too deep as Tempest knocks him right into enemy territory. Supergoat using that ultimate to disengage here, but in the bottom lane, while this was happening, Zagara has been killed by Woomfy. That is a very big deal. 5v4 on the map right now. Chanman going to the middle lane. Raynor handling the bottom lane here. Level 20 still not going to be super soon for Beast Coast, but 1 + 1 = pain has been a little bit reluctant to push this advantage. They're taking their time here, and that may prove to be a mistake. 20 seconds still on Zagara, though. The death timers are really getting long at this point. A death is something neither team can really afford to be giving up here. Monkus going up to deal with that top lane pressure. 3 catapults built up. Those things really hurt too. Meanwhile, the final fort there destroyed by 1 + 1 = pain, and the only real structure left is this keep. They're going all in for it. 5 members strong, level 21 to level 19. In comes the spaceship doing the bombardment, but it looks like they're just going to walk away and go for that Punisher. Or is that just what they want Beast Coast to think? No. Thought they might pull another trap there. But they're going off to collect these skeleton men. Beast Coast is still alive. Beast Coast is getting actually quite close to level 20 now. They're going to have it for the next team fight. So it's going to be a lot more even than it was previously as far as the raw power of these teams is concerned. But what we have to keep in mind is just the pressure, the brutal, omnipresent, never-ending pressure being placed onto Beast Coast right now by 1 + 1 = pain. 2 keeps out of 3 gone. Every other structure gone except for 1 keep in a little well there. But a frozen Punisher is going to come, and this could be the decisive battle. Here we go. 1 + 1 = pain coming in. Raynor coming up behind with the Punisher. Monk is trying to get things happening while they have a chance. Supergoat trying to flank and push them in with the ultimate, but it's going to be Supergoat in trouble as Tempest gets onto him. Lightning Breath burning down that Stukov, and that is going to be it. Next to fall, it looks like it's going to be the Ragnaros. Cavalry is trying to get a pick onto Masterfish, but the heal comes in. The positioning is there, and that is going to be 1 + 1 = pain, clearing out Beast Coast. The spaceship comes in to finish this off again. Tempest looking for one more kill onto Kael'thas. Looks like it's going to happen. They're going to try to wipe out Lothrian here. Let the Punisher do the work on the base. And it looks like Lothrian and Mig might just stay alive. Are they going to even get a kill? It's not going to matter. The game has ended. Good job to 1 + 1 = pain, getting a domination victory onto Beast Coast. So, the series is over. 1 + 1 = pain, taking down Beast Coast in map number 1 on Volskaya Foundry, which 1 + 1 = pain selected. Infernal Shrines came up next. Beast Coast map pick. They definitely put up a much better fight there. It was a little bit closer, but 1 + 1 = pain just really kind of, as soon as they got a taste for blood in that first game, it kind of just never let up throughout both of them. Some team fights went back and forth, a couple of nice kills on both sides, some really nice plays by the players of both teams. Congratulations to you both. But 1+1 equals pain coming up with a domination victory tonight in Division B. That is going to be it for our stream this evening. I want to thank the players. I want to thank the Nexus Gaming Series, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching my ridiculousness over the last hour or so. I will say goodnight. Say goodnight, Albert.
Good night, everybody.
And we'll see you next time on the Nexus Gaming Series. Bye.